Hello everyone. Today I'm going to talk about flash sequence for the Fundamentals of MRI project. My agenda is as follows. First, I will talk about the motivation for the flash sequence. Then I will describe it, and I will do it by describing the spoiled gradient echo first. Then I will talk about the applications, and I will finally finish with the examples. The motivation for the flash sequence. During a typical gradient echo MRI, we wait until the transverse magnetization dies out, so that the next signal is not superposed by the residues of the previous TR. During this wait, MZ component will not recover perfectly, as T1 is much higher than T2 star. Thinking the hundreds of phase encoding steps, this time is still quite long for some applications. Cardiac imaging, for example, the heart beats like 1 or 1.5 times at each second, and the movement of the tissue might create artifacts in the image. And real-time MR imaging, in which the speed is important rather than the quality of the image. With this motivation, in 1985, Jens Fram and his friends invented flash, which is the abbreviation of fast low-angle shot MRI technique. And then the idea of flash led to rapid enhancements in MRI. Flash sequence is a gradient echo sequence actually, and it is a spoiled gradient echo sequence. And what is spoiled gradient echo? Gradient fields increase the rate of spin-spin relaxation. In gradient echo, we use some particular sequence of gradients for imaging purposes. However, applying extra gradient fields accelerates the dephasing. Spoilers or crushers, as we learned in MRI course, are used for this purpose. For faster imaging, transverse magnetization is spoiled with spoilers, and the spins become ready again for another excitation. However, one must consider the longitudinal magnetization carefully, since the following excitations are done without waiting the longitudinal relaxation fully. So the amplitude of the signal in each excitation may decrease. And the timing diagram of the flash sequence is seen in the right of the page. The TR is very short. The timing between each excitation is very short, and spoilers are used just before each excitation to kill the all transverse magnetization, and all other phase encoding and frequency encoding gradients are same as we know with the gradient echo. And slice selection is also the same, but generally the flip angle is small. They use small flip angles. So typical parameters are like the TR to be 20 to 80 milliseconds. And for example, giving a longer TR gives more T1 weighted image. And typical TE is from 5 to 10 milliseconds. One can give more longer TE, which will result in more T2 star weighted image. And flip angle is between 30 to 50 degrees in general. So using different parameters, one can obtain different weights. There are some different values for TR, TE, and flip angle, which gives different weightings. For example, the one that I have mentioned in the previous slide is like this one. A very small TR and comparably small TE and a small flip angle. The other values may give different weightings, as you can see. So each brand uses almost the same with flash, but they are using different names for it because of the patent issues, etc. So what I'm telling is flash sequence, which is a sequence of Siemens, and GE has almost the same sequence called spoiled grass, and Philips has T1 weighted fast field echo. And from this table also you can see that flash is one of the gradient echo pulse sequences, and it's also spoiled gradient echo. And what about the applications? MRI studies of the thorax and abdomen within a single breath hold is came with the flash sequence, actually, because a single breath hold can be done. Otherwise, since the sequence is sequence longs very long time, the patient cannot hold their breath for that long time. And heartbeat recording with the help of an electrocardiogram, maybe, or this is an old issue actually. Now it's done without the help of an electrocardiogram. And tracking some contrast agents, actually this is kind of same with magnetic resonance angiography. And 3D imaging is achieved by flash, more or less, because 3D imaging necessitates longer time, and since flash is using a much smaller time, 3D imaging is possible with flash in a quite high spatial resolution, actually. And what I like most with this among these applications is a real-time MRI. So in 2010, a real-time MRI with 1.5 to 2 millimeters spatial resolution is achieved, and it's achieved using radial data encoding technique, and the temporal resolution was 20 to 30 milliseconds. So there were no need of breath holding or the help of a cardiogram. So there is a video that shows the real-time MRI. So one can see the beat of the heart and the movement of lungs in the abdomen. Another favorite is the 3D MRI. In the right side image, we can see the cross-sectional images of a 3D MRI, and in the left side there is a video showing the slices of a 3D image, and there are some more examples with flash. So for example, it's also good for some uncooperative patients that has claustrophobia or gets easily bored inside the MRI machine. Flash is a good idea. And this is an image of subclavian angiography imaging, which is related to the artery imaging. And this is an abdominal angiography imaging. We can see that the resolution is not perfect, but being a fast imaging technique, we can go with the flash. And this is a man playing a horn. I think the horn is made of plastic or something else, I don't know, because it's an MRI. It's an MRI machine and it cannot be metal, but here you go. Thanks for watching.